Everyone deserves to live in a peaceful and secure society where human rights are safeguarded by law and government can be trusted to functioning. We all have a responsibility to play in assisting the United Nations in achieving its 2030 goal of peace, justice, and strong institutions worldwide. However, our world may be frightening and unfair place all too often. Not everyone in the world is in a safe and secure environment. Nations declare a war on one another and on occasion on themselves, and may kill individuals and demolish institutions that we rely on, making life feel insecure. Violence is possibly the most important and devastating threat to a country's development, progress, well-being, and even existence. Armed conflicts is killing more people in certain areas of the world, creating a mass displacement inside a nation and across borders, and culminating in enormous humanitarian crisis that cause chaos on our development effort. Another form of violence, such as crimes, sexual and gender-based violence, continue to be a global problem. Young people are especially vulnerable. 43% of all homicides worldwide involve people aged from 10 to 29, and children account for one-third of all human trafficking victims. So how are we and the world are going to address all of these issues? UNICEF is a key player in fostering worldwide networks and providing technical guidelines to combat violence against children. We can assist increase awareness, strengthening political will, and hold decision makers accountable by boosting data availability and creating evidence. To prevent and respond to violence against children, engage with government across sectors, including health, education, the legal system, and other social services, as well as partner in business, civil society, faith-based organizations, and the media. Our effort enhance law and policy at the national and local levels to improve public service delivery for children and families in their home, neighborhood, and school. After decades of progress in decreasing the global cost of violent conflicts, armed conflicts, violence against civilians, and other types of violence have increased globally in the previous 4 years. This has been accompanied by a worldwide displacement crisis unmatched in history, as well as a considerable decline in human well-being in conflicts-affected areas. To meet the challenge, the international community must find the energies, strategies, commitment, and resources needed to forestall war, protect vulnerable populations, and rehabilitate states and communities in the aftermath of bloodshed. Another one is to promote the rule of law and ensure equal access to justice. People needed access to civil justice to remedy their frustration, fulfill their right and entitlement, people's ability to protect and enforce their right, as well as secure just settlement of juristic dispute inconsistent with human rights norms, if required through impartial formal or informal institutions of justice and with sufficient legal support. We want everyone to free from fear, free from violence, and free from intimidation. In our lifetime together, we can accomplish peace, justice, and strong institutions worldwide. We have the ability to make the world a more equitable environment for everybody. So let us work together to eliminate all types of violence and death rate across the world. We are especially dedicated to eliminating violence against children and decreasing the corruption that permitted to flourish in some circumstances. We want to promote peaceful and inclusive society, universal access to justice, and the establishment of accountable institutions. But most importantly, we want to improve international and regional cooperation to ensure sustainable development, equitable multilateral trade, and a decent increase in macroeconomic stability. We, they, and you can do all of this and so much more if we work together. Do you want to make a positive impact on the world?